Hey everybody, Patrick here with Rap 4. It is October 1st, 2012, and this is Monday Night Paintball. Actually, it's October 3rd and it's a Wednesday. Monday Night Paintball is actually Wednesday Night Paintball this week because you guys wanted to see Volume 2 of our in-depth look at our R&D department. So we went ahead and put that out on Monday, and then everybody was screaming about the 468, so we put out a promo video on Tuesday, and here I am. Now the last couple of weeks have been really crazy around here. I took a trip to Malaysia, then we were gearing up for NWAR 3. And then there was NWAR 3, and then the 468 came out, and there's this huge rush for information on it. But it looks like next week we're gonna have a standard scheduled week. You know, weapon of the week, product of the week. Get Vanessa out here, do some product demos for you guys. Go back to our normal schedule. So for those of you who have been submitting weapons of the week, I've been writing them down. Haven't been ignoring you. I have a very long list now. I'm going through them as far as what's in stock and what's actually affordable. Some of the guns you guys submit are like $3,000 and stuff, which is awesome, but unlikely for anybody to be able to afford. So I picked the most reasonable ones, and I'm going to be starting that back up next week. Monday Night Paintball will be on Monday, and we'll go back to news and everything like that. This week's Monday Night Paintball, I'm going to be talking a lot about the 468 and about D-Mags. Probably gonna make you wait till the end though, so we're gonna get through some other stuff here. Instead of talking about kind of industry trends and stuff, I have enough information this week to really just hit on some of internal Rap 4 developments. First thing I'm gonna talk about is Operation NWAR 3. Huge success, it really was. I'm not just saying that because I work here. I had a great time, and honestly, I think that the reason it went so well is because of the people that came out. There's some really cool people out there. Everybody was just really intent on having a good time. There's a lot of teams that came out, showing their logos, their patches, their team pride and everything like that. And a lot of teamwork, mission oriented. Everybody seemed to be in the zone. I had a great time. That was actually my first NWAR. I hadn't been to one before. That was the first time I had gone out, and I'm really looking forward to next year. Alright, so some of the highlights of what happened during the game. We're going to release some videos on it. There's going to be one really long NWAR video, as well as like a few clips that I'll give you guys during the week. But the highlights of the game for me were definitely, number one highlight was when a person got shot by the RPG. There was a mission where the blue team had to take an RPG and hit a target on the side of this like a two-story tower, and something went wrong with the rocket team. And the Rocketeer had pulled out his pistol to shoot somebody, and I guess the magazine fell out of it or whatever, and instead, so he pulls up the RPG and shoots somebody with it, reloads the RPG, then hits the tower. That was definitely my number one highlight of the entire game. Now, we did get interviews from everybody, and we have that whole mission filmed, so we're going to release a video on that probably later this week or next week. And the team member, he was actually a part of Savoy 6. Now, Savoy 6 is a team that I had I've heard of a few times, but I'd never met them. That was their first NWAR as well. Met them out there. Super cool group of guys, mostly ex-Marines. They're all wearing their Desert Marpet. Pretty cool crew. Their gear was all squared away. Actually met them because I was doing some interviews, and walked up to a few of them and just wanted to interview them about their gear because it looked real squared away. And they started talking about their team. Savoy stands for Saving a Veteran of Yours. Now that really says something to me because their whole mindset was basically when you come back from a deployment or when you get out of the military, this is a way for some veterans to get together and do their hula hula stuff, or since they're Marines, I guess it's oorah oorah. I don't really know. But yes, it's for veterans to get together to do some cool G.I. Joe stuff, because honestly, it's really tough when you get back to put all that down. So I thought that was really cool of them to put that in their name and everything like that. They're using really good military tactics. Their radio chatter was on point. It was really cool to watch them operate. I hadn't seen too much of that since I got out, and it was nice to follow them around and film them and see all this familiar movement, communication, shoot, move, communicate, kill type stuff. Very cool. Savoy 6, it was fun following you guys around on the battlefield out there at Operation NWAR 3. Hopefully you come to Operation NWAR 4. Another highlight for me was actually probably my favorite players out there were the young guns. There's a few kids running around. I don't know, 13, around 13 years old. I think some of them might have been a little bit younger. They're actually killing it, man. They were like hiding in bushes and stuff. They were so small it was tough to see them, and they were doing some little backdoor assassin stuff. It was pretty cool. Young guns. I don't remember any of their names. I apologize, but definitely it was fun following them around and filming them doing their little ninja stuff, jumping out from behind cover that a normal sized person wouldn't be able to hide behind, and doing little recon missions and stuff. Also, those of you who go paintballing a lot, you probably know this. Their enthusiasm level is real high. Their eyes just light up whenever they see one of these markers. I saw the 468 and how realistic it looked, and they're just all about it. It was really cool to see them really enjoy it that much more. Okay, so this week we're going to be releasing a few videos. The reviews on the 468. We were able to put the 468 in a lot of players' hands and have them test it out during NWAR3. So we're going to be releasing what their feedback was on it, as well as videos of them playing with it. So that's going to come. You can expect one tomorrow and the next day. So one of the teams that tested it was Savoy 6, the team I mentioned earlier. The other one was AC Tactical. So we had 3 of them out there. There's 2 of them here, and we were able to hand them out and have people play with it. Pretty much the feedback was all really positive. It's not scripted. Trust me, they'd let us know if it didn't work. So it all really worked well for them. Looking forward to showing it to you guys as far as the 468 in action. Expect that later this week. As far as all of your technical questions about it, we're going to release volume 3 of this series of videos next week. And the reason we're doing that is to give you guys time to basically compile all of your technical questions. There's a thread on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/rap4USA, where I put up saying, hey, put all of your tech questions here. So if you have anything you want to know about it and it hasn't been answered already, go to that thread and ask your question. Okay, we're not ignoring you. We're letting them all compile. Omar, in a video next week, will be here and he will be answering all those questions for you. Okay, so it's very important that if you want it answered in the video, to go there. It also helps us out. We don't have hundreds of employees here to answer each customer individually, so it helps us out to answer all of you guys at once. Okay, so thousands of people are going to see that video and they'll have all of their questions answered. So just do us a favor. If you got any questions, go to that thread, post them on there, and we'll get around to it next week. So volume 3, you can expect that sometime next week. I'll let you know more precisely when it'll be. So I know everybody's looking forward to that one. Okay, so DMAGs. DMAGs were also tested at Operation NWAR3. We put them with an MKP2 prototype kit. We gave it to a customer to go play with. He put his accessories on it, his barrel, his everything, handguard and sights. He went out and played with it. He was shooting first strike rounds. He actually won an award for being top shot because of all the long-range shots he was taking with his first strike rounds through our DMAGs. So be sure to check back for a video. He did a review on it. I sat down and talked to him about it, about how he liked it and everything like that. We're definitely going to be releasing a video on that. So he was actually the very first non-employee to use them. We've played with them before. We've shot each other a bunch, but they've never been in the hands of a customer on a public field in a public game. It's always been us employees playing employees or testing it out back or whatever. So be sure to check back for that video for the very first time DMAGs were ever used in a public paintball game. So speaking about the 468, here is one of the 3 prototypes that made it out to Operation NWAR3 to be tested by customers. This one actually still has some paint on the rail from where the person testing it got shot in the gun while he was playing. I think it was Mario from Savoy 6, and I do believe I did catch it on camera, so be sure to check back this week for the Savoy 6 468 review. But anyway, yeah, so feast your eyes on it, guys. This is it right here. This is kind of the buzz all over our Facebook page. Very cool marker. You've already seen it comes apart, upper lower receiver. This thing is just like an AR. It really is. If it wasn't for the size of the barrel, because of 68 instead of 223, if it wasn't for that difference, this would be very difficult to kind of tell apart from a real AR. Those of you Canadian customers who are asking if this is going to get across the border, that is something we're going to have to see. 68 caliber is not considered replica firearms by Canadian Customs. However, to be honest with you, I've never seen a marker this realistic in 68 cal, so we're going to have to see. I'm sure that we've got some stores over there. They're going to want to stock this. That might get these first. Our dealers. and we're going to have to really kind of trial and error that. We'll definitely get that information for you guys. We're planning, you Canadian customers who are planning on buying one of these, we'll let you know as far as what we can do as far to ship it out to you. Okay, so this thing, Omar's going to go over it in volume 3 as far as a complete breakdown, as well as installing, you know, your Gen 7 parts into this, or whatever he wants to go over, and answering all the questions that I mentioned for you guys to go ask. As far as this is his baby, I'm going to let him talk about it. I'll just take cool pictures of it and put it on Facebook. So once again, be sure to ask us all of the questions you'd like to be answered on our Facebook page. We're not ignoring you. We're looking at them intently, and they will be answered in volume 3, which will air next week. Alright guys, so for the next few weeks I'm going to be posting up pictures from Operation End War 3, as well as all of the information that we have on the 468 and the DMAG release that is right around the corner. You heard Don Omar say it. We have been in production now for a couple weeks. The parts are rolling in. To keep the cost of the DMAGs down, we had to buy, you know, so many parts. We had to buy in bulk to keep the cost of each individual magazine down. And that is, so the factories are producing right now. Not quite ready, but they are. You know, parts are coming in one at a time, and we're going to get them all together, packaged up and ready to ship, and we'll let you know when they're ready. So be sure to check back the next month or two as far as for more information on a more exact date. I'll let Omar handle that, but be sure to check our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Rap4USA for all developments on the 468 and the DMAG, as well as to catch a glimpse of if you were at Operation End War 3 and you'd like to see yourself in the pictures. Be sure to check it out. There was a couple hundred people out there, but it was a 2-day event, and I was all over the place with the camera, so I'm sure that if you're out there playing, that you'll be in some of the pictures. So be sure to check it out, and let us know which pictures you're in so we can tag you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.